Everyone live on a pretty spectacular planet. Between animals, weather, different cultures, food, politics, and history, there is so much to learn, including some fascinating trivia. If you're ever bored or want to impress someone, why not break out these 10 amazing facts that you haven't heard before? Welcome to Geg's Their List. If you are new to this channel, please click subscribe button and hit the notification bell for more updates. Now let's talk about the top list of amazing facts. Number 10. The African bush elephant. Do you know, the African bush elephant only sleep for 2 hours per day? The African bush elephant holds the Guinness World Record for being the mammal that requires the least amount of sleep per day. When researchers at South Africa's University of Witwatersrand conducted a field study on the giant creatures, they found that the elephants, who sleep standing up, snooze multiple times throughout the day. However, those 4 or 5 naps only add up to 2 hours in total. Number 9. Gmail. Gmail was originally called Garfield Mail, as in the cartoon cat. Introduced by Google in 2004, Gmail is currently one of the most popular email services in the world. But back in the late 1990s, Gmail was something very different. The original Gmail was a feature offered to fans of Garfield, the snarky cartoon cat. Described as email with attitude, and available via gmail.garfield.com, users received an address suffix that ended in @catsrule.garfield.com, according to Gizmodo. Number 8. Whisper. Do you know whispering is bad for your voice? It might seem like whispering can help you preserve your vocal cords, whether you've got laryngitis or are auditioning for American Idol. But researchers have found the opposite to be true. A 2006 study published in the Journal of Voice used a fiber optic scope on 100 subjects while they counted from 1 to 10, first in a normal voice, then a whisper. Researchers found that 69 of them put more strain on their vocal cords when they whispered. Number 7. Humming. Do you know, humming is good for your sinuses? On the other hand, humming while annoying to the people around you trying to do work, is a good way to fight off sinus infections. Since keeping air flowing steadily between nasal cavities and sinuses is the key to preventing infection, humming is an ideal way to keep your sinuses healthy. In 2002, study published in the American Journal of Respiratory and Critical Care Medicine found that humming resulted in a 15-fold increase in nasal nitric oxide in the airflow. Number 6. Mount Everest. Do you know the Mount Everest is bigger now than the last time it was measured? Mount Everest may not have physically grown, having reached maturity a long time ago. However, the most recent measurement performed by surveyors representing China and Nepal has the mountain peak standing taller than we'd thought in the past. Previous readings have ranged from 29,002 feet above sea level in 1856, down to 20,029 in 1955, according to NPR. But after the long process of measuring the mountain with GPS devices, experts have now stated that Mount Everest stands at a whopping 29,031.69 feet, due to plate tectonics. Number 5. Coca-Cola. Do you know, North Korea and Cuba are the only places you can't buy Coca-Cola? No matter where you go, it's comforting to know you can always enjoy a Coca-Cola. Well, almost anywhere. While this fizzy drink is sold practically everywhere, it still hasn't officially made its way to North Korea or Cuba. According to the BBC. That's because these countries are under long-term US trade embargoes. However, some folks say you might be able to snag a sip of the stuff if you try hard enough. Although it'll typically be a lot more expensive than what you would pay in the States, and probably imported from a neighboring country such as Mexico or China. Number 4. Sneeze. Do you know the word sneeze came about through a misspelling of the original word, finesse, or finese? Sneeze is definitely a silly sounding word. But it's not quite as silly sounding as finesse, or finesse, which is how this bodily function was once spelled. According to the Oxford English Dictionary, the word sneeze originates from the Middle English word finesse, and came about due to a misreading or misprinting of the original term. The dictionary writes that despite that, the word sneeze was later adopted because it sounded appropriate. Number 3. Benjamin Franklin. Do you know, Benjamin Franklin only received 2 years of formal education. After spending just 2 years at the Boston Latin School, as well as a private academy while he was young, Benjamin Franklin left formal education behind to work at his family's candle and soap making business before becoming an apprentice at his brother's printing shop. However, Franklin continued his education independently by reading whatever books, essays, and articles he could get his hands on. His studious ways not only helped him become a revered writer, politician, and inventor, but also allowed him to earn honorary degrees from Harvard, Yale, Oxford, the College of William and Mary, and the University of St. Andrews. Number 2. Botox. Do you know that Botox can affect your emotions? You know that Botox can reduce wrinkles by paralyzing parts of your face, but the changes aren't just cosmetic. It has also been found to make it harder for those using it to identify emotions as deeply as those who don't. A 2011 study published in the journal Social Psychological and Personality Science found that Botox women were less able to identify the emotions felt by those in photographs than the people who did not use Botox. Number 1. Bra. Do you know during World War I boosted the bra in the market? During the First World War, the U.S. War Industries Board asked American women to forego their corsets, which required significant amounts of metal to construct, according to NPR. Instead, they were expected to switch to the less demanding bra. The ladies did their part for the cause, freeing up to 28,000 tons of metal, enough to build 2 battleships, and changing female fashion from that moment forward. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and share. And if you want something featured on this channel like history, facts, sports, comedy, top list, and others, just email to gegstherlist30@gmail.com. And don't forget to click subscribe button, and hit the notification bell for more updates. Thank you for watching Gegster List.